how many of these would you like to convert for deposit?
All 50 into 5 accounts.
Celebs have often attached their names to things just to make a buck. But here are 10 fast food collabs you never saw coming. Justin Bieber and Tim Hortons.
We will protect the chosen one.
Other than being quintessentially Canadian, Justin Bieber and Tim Hortons have about as much in common as an American bald eagle and a Canadian beaver. In spite of their differences, Justin Bieber decided to collaborate with the Canadian coffee house not once, but twice. The first amalgamation of Justin and Tim's brought Tim Biebs. Tim Biebs were 3 limited-time, never-before-seen flavors of Tim Hortons' version of donut holes, Timbits. Together, Tim's and Justin came up with 3 new and delicious selections: chocolate white fudge, sour cream chocolate chip, and birthday cake waffle. Along with these bite-sized, pop star-inspired offerings, Tim Hortons patrons could also now purchase Tim Biebs merchandise like tote bags, fanny packs, and beanies. Or, as they say in Canada, toques.
Is it really?
One syllable. Toque. Say it.
Beanie.
The second Bieber-Hortons collab resulted in a cold French vanilla specialty drink called the Biebs Brew. On the surface, Tim Hortons and Justin Bieber seem like an unlikely pair, but their budding relationship isn't all that random. Long before the two brands collided, Justin would publicly reminisce about his love for Tim Hortons, sharing that his hockey-themed Canadian coffee shop reminds him of his childhood growing up in the Great White North. Looks like an eagle and a beaver can be friends after all. Mariah Carey and McDonald's.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
We know Mariah Carey is the reigning queen of Christmas due to the indefinite popularity of her festive favorite,
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
But did you know that Mariah has aligned herself with more than just maddeningly overplayed music during the holiday season? Apparently, all Mariah wants for Christmas is you and some delicious McDonald's food. Specifically, food you can win by ordering from McDonald's limited-time Mariah menu. In 2021, McDonald's and Mariah Carey teamed up to create the ultimate fast food lovers advent calendar, where Mickey D's customers could earn free McDonald's favorites daily from December 13th until December 24th, just by ordering off the Mariah menu. Free apple pies?
Yes.
Free McNuggets?
You betcha.
Free cheeseburgers?
Absolutely.
In the words of Tiny Tim,
God blesses everyone.
while no one could have guessed the Queen of Christmas would become the Queen of Big Mac meal deals, Mariah proudly promoted her collab with the Golden Arches, claiming it was her favorite place to eat when she was a kid. McDonald's gladly marketed off of Mariah's childhood nostalgia by creating a fun and festive menu just in time for the Christmas season. So deck the halls with boughs of French fries and look out the window for falling McFlurries. Mariah Carey's affiliation with McDonald's, though unexpected, makes the holiday season a little more merry and bright.
Santa's coming to town! Oh my God!
Shaquille O'Neal and Papa John's.
Didn't you order a pizza?
Pizza Joe, get down!
Shaquille O'Neal is no stranger to the limelight. In the 1990s, he took the NBA by storm as part of the Orlando Magic's basketball team. Over the course of his basketball career, he has won Rookie of the Year, National Player of the Year, and most famously, 4 NBA championships. Shaq is a legend, and since his basketball retirement in 2011, he has managed to stay in the forefront of everyone's minds by becoming the spokesperson for, well, just about everything you can think of. Shaq can be found on your television screen promoting everything from Buicks to printer ink to medicated anti-itch powder. While some of his affiliations have led people to scratch their heads with confusion, none of them have puzzled consumers more than Shaquille O'Neal's collaboration with Papa John's Pizza. The basketball legend and the Papa John's Pizza franchise joined forces to create an 8-slice extra-large pepperoni pizza called the Shaq-a-roni.
You realize who I am? I'm your genie!
Who could have predicted that the 1993 NBA Rookie of the Year would be selling pizzas 30 years later? While it's an unlikely pairing, it is a heartwarming one. At certain times throughout the year, a percentage of every Shaq-a-roni pizza purchase is donated to the Papa John's Foundation, a nonprofit that works to promote youth leadership and entrepreneurship while working to enhance food security and food waste reduction in America. Ah, Shaq, a big man with an even bigger heart. Makes you want to order a Shaq-a-roni for the family right now. It turns out this surprising collaboration between Shaq and Papa John's Pizza isn't so surprising after all. Shaquille O'Neal put his money where his mouth is and actually owns 9 different locations of the franchise. Collaborating with and advertising for a food franchise you just happen to own?
Genius.
It's nothing but net profit for this savvy basketball player turned businessman. New to our channel? Then take a sec and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, everyone else is doing it. Miley Cyrus and Chipotle.
If you're like other Americans, you love to eat Chipotle.
In 2020, the world was grappling with a new reality, and everything just felt different. Everything, that is, except the deliciousness of Chipotle.
What if this could change the world?
A burrito.
And Miley Cyrus 100% agrees. In 2020, Chipotle's TikTok account posted a quick video displaying a burrito in the midst of neon lights, and the label on that burrito donned the name Miley. The favored Mexican fast food establishment tagged the international music sensation of the same name, saying, "If Miley Cyrus comments, we'll make a Miley burrito in our app." Much to their delight, and probably their surprise, Miley responded with, "Only if you name it, the guac is extra, but so is Miley burrito." Turning the tables on a no-good, very bad year, the Miley Cyrus and Chipotle mashup of 2020 gave weary fast food-loving folks a much-needed pick-me-up. The Miley-inspired burrito contains mixed veggies, black beans, white rice, salsa, lettuce, and, ironically, a dollop of guacamole that doesn't actually cost extra.
Holy moly, that was a lot of guacamole.
It's a vegetarian burrito in honor of the famous vegetarian former Disney Channel sensation. The unlikely pairing of Miley and Chipotle is all thanks to the power of social media, the accessibility of authentic celebrities, and the deliciousness of Chipotle Mexican Grill. 2020 may have brought us a ton of uncertainty, but it also brought us the Miley Cyrus and Chipotle collab, and for that, we are eternally grateful. Travis Scott and McDonald's.
You gotta be kidding me.
Travis Scott is a famous singer-songwriter, rapper, music producer, and fast food menu item.
Wait, what?
You heard that right. This incredibly accomplished musician collaborated with the international fast food chain to create and launch a limited-time version of McDonald's Quarter Pounder with cheese meal called the Travis Scott. The burger contained crispy bacon and shredded lettuce, along with a quarter pound of beef and some tomatoes, onions, pickles, mustard, ketchup, and cheese. I wonder if Kylie Jenner knew her talented boyfriend and the devoted father of her children would also make a popular and delicious fast food item. Probably not, because nobody else saw it coming. Nobody but Travis and McDonald's, that is. The Travis Scott meal was so popular, many McDonald's locations regularly ran out of ingredients for it, and there were some temporary delays. But despite some hiccups, they seemed quite pleased with the collaboration's success. As for Travis, his collab with the Golden Arches franchise bought him a cool $20 million. So if you ask him how he feels about his name being showcased on the McDonald's menu, he'll no doubt say, "I'm loving it." Charli D'Amelio and Dunkin.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to exit the donut.
Charli D'Amelio is an American TikTok sensation whose dance moves and video content has landed her on the most followed TikTok accounts list for several years running. A professional dancer, she's beloved by young and old alike, riding her stardom from TikTok to Hulu to the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards and everything in between. She's even ridden that fame wave straight to Dunkin, creating an unlikely collab that gave birth to a beverage called, quite simply, the Charli drink.
Yeah. Wow.
The Charli drink is a Dunkin' cold brew coffee made with whole milk and 3 pumps of caramel swirled throughout. This delicious and sweet concoction is said to be Charli's favorite Dunkin' drive-thru order, and she's not alone. The popularity of the Charli drink led Dunkin' and Charli to make another collab creation called the Charli Cold Foam. Similar to the original, the Charli Cold Foam has, you guessed it, a thick and creamy layer of cold foam on top, sprinkled with cinnamon and sugar. Since the cold foam thickens the drink nicely, this version doesn't contain the whole milk found in the original. Though both drinks were marketed as limited-time offers, anyone can ask for a Charli drink or a Charli Cold Foam at any time, whether they're displayed on the menu or not. Both drinks are easy to create and contain ingredients that are staples at any and every Dunkin's location, so fear not.
Okay.
The fruits of the Charli D'Amelio and Dunkin' collab will live on indefinitely. Now that's something to dance about. Nelly and Burger King.
How's the food? I think we have a critic.
It's getting hot in here, and that's because there are some delicious burgers cooking on a fire flame grill. That's not exactly how Nelly's famous song Hot in Here goes, but it's close enough, especially since the famous American rapper and singer of hits like Country Grammar and Ride With Me has collaborated with fast food chain Burger King. Nelly has been releasing chart-topping hits since he broke out onto the music scene in the 2000s. I'm sure he had no idea that 2 decades later he would be collaborating with Burger King as part of their Keep It Real line. The Keep It Real array of popular Burger King items contains 120 fewer artificial ingredients. Nelly's meal namesake is a healthier, more natural version of the popular Whopper, and it comes with a small fry and a small Sprite. Staying with the theme of keeping it real, Nelly's Burger King meal is not called the Nelly. Instead, it dons his given name, Cornell Haynes Jr. The commercial for the Cornell Haynes Jr. meal shows 2 versions of the famous rapper discussing the importance of keeping it real. When the stage name version asks the Cornell version how much he's being paid to endorse for Burger King, the relaxed hoodie-wearing version of himself replies, "Don't worry about it, we have the same bank account." It's a clever way to promote a more natural version of a well-known menu item, and Cornell, is the perfect man for the job. Megan Thee Stallion and Popeyes. American rapper Megan Thee Stallion is no stranger to the hustle. A savvy businesswoman and musical sensation, she's recently hitched her wagon to the Louisiana-based fast food deep-fried chicken chain Popeyes. She worked closely with the good people of Popeyes to create a brand new hot sauce named Megan Thee Stallion Hottie Sauce. Megan is also working with Popeyes to release 3 distinct lines of merchandise, the first of which is called The Heat. It will consist of shirts, hats, plush toys, and even bikinis. Oh my God! Who could have guessed that Popeyes would be in the 2-piece swimsuit game, or that Megan Thee Stallion would be selling fried chicken? Not us! Megan has further cemented allegiance to the Popeyes brand by becoming one of their newest franchise owners. Megan Thee Stallion is full of these surprises. 21 Pilots and Chipotle.
I want a chicken burrito.
If you happened to go through an emo, electro-pop, alternative hip-hop phase around 2015, chances are you were screaming along to 21 Pilot lyrics. Even if you didn't intentionally tune into their indie music hits, you definitely heard them on the radio time and time again. 21 Pilots broke onto the scene in 2009, gaining intense momentum over the next decade, recording and performing anthems for teenagers and anyone who feels like one. You can imagine everyone's surprise when this anti-trend, eclectic, hipster alternative rock band began their collaboration with Chipotle Mexican Grill. Chipotle is warm, welcoming, mainstream, and loved by all.
A lot of cheese. More cheese. More.
When you walk through the door of a Chipotle's, you're greeted with an enthusiastic "Welcome to Chipotle," a very different tone than the angsty, introverted lyrics of 21 Pilots. Still, the collab brought us the 21 Pilots burrito, and what a delicious burrito it is. Tomato salsa, corn salsa, chicken, lettuce, cheese, and queso. This burrito will give you a blurry face because your face will be covered in delicious cheese sauce. Michael Jordan and McDonald's.
What do they call a Big Mac?
Big Mac's a Big Mac, but they call it Le Big Mac.
The first major fast food celebrity collab has got to be the blessed union of NBA legend Michael Jordan with America's beloved burger franchise, McDonald's. This particular combo came as quite the surprise because it was the first of its kind and an unlikely duo. Basketball icon Michael Jordan represented the greatest in athleticism and physicality, while McDonald's represented convenience and the ability to eat dinner without having to leave your car. Still, the two were a match made in heaven. In fact, it's rumored that Michael Jordan would pound several sausage and egg McMuffins before an intense basketball practice. His love of McDonald's breakfast sandwiches inevitably led him to enthusiastically endorse the brand. The McDonald's commercials featuring Michael Jordan can still be enjoyed on YouTube and are embedded in the memories of basketball fans from the day. When Michael starred in the feature film Space Jam alongside Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes gang, McDonald's featured Space Jam-specific toys in their kid-friendly Happy Meals, much to the delight of kids and adults across the world. Just when you think two things don't go together, along comes a Michael Jordan and McDonald's collab that flipped the script and ultimately paved the way for all other celebrity and fast food collaborations. Now that's a slam dunk. Take a bite out of more great videos. Just tap or click, leave us a comment, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell.